Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and your energy. And if you're new here, welcome. Let's see what the universe got for us today. One more. It's almost like you're ready to go, Pisces. We have three cards right here. We have dig, carry, emerge. Let's see the first one. What do I want to carve out space for in my life? I'm gonna read it again. What do I want to carve out space for in my life? Carrie, what is always mine? That's the question. What is always mine? The third one, emerge. What am I opening into? These are very deep. The first one's almost like, well, what are you making space for? You know, what are you aligning? What are you aligning, right? It's almost like you have a big piece of wood, but you're an artist, right? And you start carving it, you start putting the details, adding it. It's like, what are you creating, right? You have the full power to create whatever you want to do with that. But it's also talking to me about creating space, and that is very true. Sometimes we want new things, right? We want new opportunities, or we want someone new or something new, experience something new, receive something new, but we can't because there's no space for it. There's no space. Maybe there's so many blessings that they want to come to you, but there's no space. It's already packed. Your room, your bubble, however you want to see it, it's full, right? There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you don't even use anymore. A lot of things that you forgot they were there. Right? They're just there, like you are used to it. It's almost like, oh yeah, that thing belongs there. But you don't utilize it, you don't use it doesn't help you. It's just there, right? So it's almost like creating space for the new things to come in. That way they can arrive, that way you can receive them, that way you can put them somewhere, right? Carry. What is always mine? See, I'm gonna show you this right here. It's a total right here. You see how it's going with the flow? Just going, right? But the question is, what is always mine? And carry is like the total knows that they are at home, and they are, right? Because they go within, and that's how they protect themselves. But not just that, they're going somewhere, and they're just going with the flow. They're not worrying about, where am I going? How am I gonna get there? Where am I gonna land? Where am I gonna stay? Like, they're not worrying about all that. They're just going with the flow because they know they are at home. Themselves, they are home. And that's just a representation of us as well. Like, we are home inside. You know, someone said in the comments the other day, and shout out to you, so right. Home is where our heart is. The third card is, what am I opening into? Emerge, you know, and it's a butterfly. It's almost exactly just like a butterfly. It's almost like you are turning into a butterfly, you know? You're turning into something else. It's a transformation, a positive one though, a beautiful one. And again, it's similar to the first card where I'm saying you have a big piece of wood in front of you and you are the artist. What are you going to turn this into, right? It's almost with your life or with yourself. What am I turning into? What am I opening into, right? It's almost like you can pick this, you can pick that, you can pick that. Like what? Which one? That you have the power to do so. Let's clarify. We're gonna start with dig, right? I like that one because it's as well. It's not just creating space and turning nothing into something pretty much, or something into something else. Total talking about digging, right? About going deep. In Pisces, you know a lot about that. It's about digging, you know. I like it, and it's very intense because we can always go deeper, right? We can always dig more in whatever it is, whether it's a positive or a negative. We can always go farther, right? Deeper. And I want to show you this because look at the way the little animal is acting or showing, right? It's almost like sometimes, Pisces, you stop yourself from going deeper, from digging in, right? That's just one of your abilities, that you just go deep. You can dig as far as you want, right? And it's like you stop yourself, and then you're here. You stop yourself. You're like, you know what? I could go deeper, but I choose not to. Like, and this is about talking about energies or people, right? In general. Like, like you see people, you see through people, Pisces. You see through it, and again, it's almost like you go deep into something, a situation, a person, an energy, whatever it is, and you're like, wow, this is deep. And you're like, I'm just gonna stop. Like, it's almost like you don't have a limit to where you can go. You're like, I'm just gonna stop here. That, you know, no, it's almost like, I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not gonna go deeper. I'm not gonna figure you out even more. I'm not gonna, right? Wow, that was very specific. For dig, we have the Temperance. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting, right? It's almost like you stop yourself, right? You stop yourself just to create the balance, just to just to create balance. Because if you go too deep, and this is talking to me like about energies or people or situations, right? It's almost like they have to have their privacy. You have your privacy, and not everyone can do what you can do. So no one's gonna almost do that to you, right? So the balance, that this is your side of the balance and this is their balance. Now if they lose that privacy, if they lose like all that personal things, all those things that they think only they can have access to, you will almost penetrate, right? You're gonna go all the way, and there's not gonna be a balance anymore. right? It's almost like this. It's gonna. Wow, I don't know. I hope that makes sense to someone. That is very specific. But now, if we put it in a different perspective, instead of digging into situations or people or energies or all that, right? It's about creating the space in your life, in your situations, for more things. And that is the balance. That is what you're doing here with the temperance. It's almost like an understanding, and it's like a flow, right? It's almost like you getting some things that you don't use anymore, that don't serve you at all, and you remove them, right? You push them to the side. Well, something else is gonna come. It's like instantly, like it's like a little cycle. Boom, new, all goes. New comes, all goes, and just like that, and it's flowing, and it's allowing you to receive, right? Wow. What is always mine? Let's do one for that. The Fool. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. So much. Look at this card. Check it out. The Fool. Again and again and again, Pisces. I'm not gonna stop talking about this. It's coming up in the readings for a reason. For a big one. The Fool. You see how they took their belongings, the little that they had, and they took it, and now they're out there with their spirits. Those dogs right there are the spirits, are the ancestors, your guides, your protection. What is always mine? You, your soul, that's always yours. What's inside, it will always be yours forever. What's inside of you, it doesn't die. It will never die. What is always mine? Carry. Go with the flow. Just go. Go everywhere, anywhere. Go. Because you are at home. The only thing that you cannot lose is inside of you. So there's nothing to lose. There's nothing to fear. What am I opening into? And the word is emerge. The Empress. Do I have more to say? You know what I mean? To whoever I'm speaking to, and to whoever is following up, you already know this. You know that you are turning into something special, something amazing, something great. And I feel like all of this is just happening because of the guidance of the universe. You are learning, but at the same time, you are becoming the master. This can just be about your own life. That's fine, but that's a fact. Everything that you do it with love. And that is very powerful. What am I turning into? The Empress. Wow. Wow. A beautiful being, a beautiful being. A powerful, beautiful, lovable, abundant being. which is the butterfly. I do see it as a butterfly because it's something so beautiful, so beautiful. Like if a butterfly goes by, like I guarantee you, mostly everyone's gonna look at it, right? Especially if it's a I mean any type of butterfly. They're all beautiful. They're majestic. They're like magic, right? And it's crazy because we all know where butterflies come from, right? They're not as beautiful, not as majestic, not as wow, splendid, like, but it turns into that. And people know that about you too. People see that, people know that, people understand that. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Majestic. Let's do one more for each of those 3 cards. Pisces. Let's do one for big. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse. So, this is a specific one, right? It's about, for example, having fun, celebrating, right? I feel like you have found a balance with that. A beautiful balance that's allowing you to do many things, like receive, also like get rid of things, right? For example, you could be a person that you used to, celebrate, have fun, party more than working or focusing on things that you love, or you understand me? You could have played more than work, right? Or it could have been the other way. You could have worked too much and not play as much, right? That is still an unbalance. It's still unbalanced. You need balance, right? And I feel like you have figured something out here, right? And not just that, I feel like you are learning how to do this even in a better way. It's almost like you're trying to keep the balance now of work and play, because they are both necessary, right? You cannot just be working and working and working and playing like almost none. Like that we need a balance, and vice versa. We cannot just be playing and not working. Good balance. Wow. What is always mine? We have the 3 of Pentacles. And, on top of the Fool. What is this? This is speaking to me about communication. What is always mine? What's in here, right? So it's almost your truth. Your truth. Whatever it is, whatever your truth is, your truth. You are speaking that because that's yours. And again, that's the only thing that you cannot lose. Your truth, right? And on top of the Fool, it's almost like you are communicating, right? Fearless. You're communicating your truth because that's what's yours, and that's the only thing that's actually yours. your truth, your essence, your soul. What am I opening into? The Empress. Such a beautiful being, powerful, full of love, empathy, strength, though, very like strengthful, very powerful. Three of Cups in reverse. Of course. Of course. For example, it's like you think all the caterpillars, all the, before it turns into a butterfly, they probably don't know they're going to turn into a butterfly. Right? Some of them do, some of them don't. But when you turn into the butterfly, a lot of them, they're just like, what? How did you turn so beautiful, so big, so majestic? How? Oh no, and then they just right? They don't, instead of being like, oh my God, you look so beautiful, like congrats, like wow. No. It's almost, yeah, you in a way, it'll be better for you if they would celebrate you, right? Or celebrate with you instead. But nah, they choose not to. Haters, of course. Because they are not you. And that sucks that they even see you like that. Some of them, right? Not all of them. But yeah, I feel like most of them, and I feel like the ones that know you, the ones that see you closely, right? The ones that have been around you, because they see where you come from, they see what you are turning into, they see what you are opening into, right? They've seen everything, they've seen the process, they've seen the progress, it's almost like they've seen where you come from into what you are turning into. And when you're turning into the Empress, right? Some are not going to celebrate, some are not going to feel good about it, some are not going to be happy about you. And that's okay, that's just what it is. It's almost like just letting you know, hey, just know this. Pisces, I feel like you already know that. I feel like you throughout life, you've been experiencing things like that, right? People hating for no reason. It's all good. In a way, you already know why they do it. And it's almost like you have accepted that as well. And that's another reason why you are turning into that, right? Pisces, thank you so much for your time and your energy. I hope this helped a little bit. See you next time. Bye.